Hello everybody, and welcome back to Gladiator Guild Manager by Entertainment Forge. Last time, we finished up the final arena by actually backing out after fight number 6. And we are going to take the following month to finish up some event quests, see what they're all about. And we did pick up a couple new gladiators who we are going to need to arm, and maybe at this point in the game, since it's so late, we do want to reset their statistics. So, let's get back into it. Okay, so we have 2 events up. We're a week into the new month. We did pick up a couple new gladiators. So let us first take a look at cleaning them up so that they can do what they're basically the people that they replaced. They can do what they need. Okay, so this new knight is just a bigger version of our old knight. He's going to keep the absolute guardian veil. He is also the one who does not have a taunt, so he is going to be set in the back as a pincushion. That means the no knockdown thing may be a little unnecessary for him, but that's okay. It's never a bad thing to have your tanks be firm as a rock. And one thing that I think I do want to do is I do want to rejigger his statistics. And the thing that we're going to kind of understand is because he is a non-taunting pincushion tank, it's not really going to matter how much he moves. So to that end, we're not going to give any points here. It also really isn't going to matter how much he blocks, but the truth of the matter is we are not going to boost block because strength is going to be too, it takes too much strength to get him to do something about that. However, his cooldown is very, 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 very impactful. 0.07 for a cooldown modifier is incredibly high, so we are going to get that down to its minimum. So that is going to be, I think, 12 points. 0.15 is our lowest, so there we go. It was 12 points. So we are going to have his shield block be very, very fast, and yes, I know it's not doing much of anything, but it's only 10 points. I don't really see much harm there. Whereas his attack, I don't actually care how much he attacks. I don't care how much damage he does. Therefore, I don't care how much stamina he has. I do not need this man to attack whatsoever. So movement, forget about it. Stamina, forget about it. Intelligence is taken care of. Agility, strength, we don't care. Which means your job as the world's ultimate pincushion is now complete. And by the way, I don't know if you can tell by my tone or the way I treat these guys, these are pretty much my favorite characters. I love characters who provide that one pivotal, irreplaceable function in a large group, but doesn't really get a lot of the glory. I have a soft spot in my heart for these kinds of guys. Now, his health is not very high. That's because we don't have his items on him. I wanted to kind of see what his raw stats were before we did that. And also, there is one other thing we're going to want to do. I think it's a tier 2. Since we, again, do not care about his movement, that means there is a place to get his, let me click on that, get his max health up much higher while we do not care about his movement speed. Now, a 50% decrease may sound like a lot, but 50% of a very slow guy is just still a very slow guy. So there's not much harm. So let's go ahead and remove the stamina recovery. Stamina recovery is pointless since he has no stamina anyway. And where is it? Colossal. Max health increased. And we might as well throw another 10% on it. And now we're out of trait blueprints, which we kind of knew we would be very quickly. He is now 27. Bigger than our original guy, which makes sense. He's much higher level. And once we... Stay still, sir. Once we throw his items back on... Okay, so now you see... We now have a very, very large pincushion. And if you remember back to some of the fights we've had recently, 35,000-ish was the kind of damage he was taking in the very early periods of some of the most damage-intensive fights. So Now he very realistically has a chance of clearing that. And not only that, he is currently carrying this thing, which not quite appropriate for him because I often set him in the back. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that thing still. We've got a heal item on him, and we've got an AoE damage on him. All of these are not necessarily useful. We are going to, if appropriate, maybe put some decent gloves and boots on him, things that give him more health. I don't know, as there are that many things. But we do have him set up now. Let's move on to our warg. And one of the things I want to do is I do want to kind of, I mean, I don't know exactly what the perfect stats for this guy are. I think the pincushion tank is a much easier character to design. But this new guy, wait, where is he? Once in Guild 1, pals participated 3. They're both the same level, I can't tell who's who. Yeah, okay, 0-0. This guy. Everest, and once again, it is a little too easy to accidentally move these guys around. Alright, we're on trait blueprints, so don't have to worry about that. Question is, what kind of stats do we want in this guy? Alright, now, he is ultimately a chaser, meaning he does have to, you know, shoot into the enemy and hunt down whoever it is you're targeting. So I do think maybe a 2 to 3 to 1 per level is sensible for him. Stop that. Wow, his base movement is 32? Sick. Oh my god. $44. Is it time to call it 3 times level? Maybe we do want our wargs a little quicker. I have not ever been impressed with them in the past. I've only used them a handful of times, but perhaps maybe I'm underestimating their need to be just super fast to actually do what it is they need to do, because their attack is not very, it's not very impactful. I mean, once we put their agility in, this damage will get very high, but they don't really do much. They just dodge, they just harass. I mean, they're good for harassing archers, but archers are still, even with someone in their face, they are allowed to shoot at range into someone in the back of your area. So, I don't know. They're not perfect. That'd be another 10 levels worth into here. I don't know. Let's hold on. Let's take care of this first. He's gonna need a couple points of int. 0.35. Being lazy. I'm just gonna. Oh. Fine. One more point to get him down. Alright, cooldown to 0.35. So he bites very fast. It's not too much. We'd only boosted him up to 16. And now, he is a frontline guy, so I'm gonna just kind of say he's gonna need around 4,000 base health. I tend to put about 2,000 on my backline guys, 4,000 on my DPSers, and, you know, 20,000 on our tanks. Give or take 4K. Okay. He is going to need stamina. Without stamina, he's not going to be able to attack. I honestly don't know how much to give him, but boots often come with stamina. Not those boots. I think she's wearing them right now. Yeah, these kinds of boots. Oh, no, they don't. Sometimes boots come with stamina, so I don't know. I don't feel like I'm compelled to put too much on them. I'll start with 500 and think about it. And the rest of it, look, the rest of it's agility. He does scale equally with agility and strength, but agility boosts his execution time, and it boosts his dodge, so there is literally no reason to put anything into strength for him. So we're just gonna hard cap Agi. And we're gonna hope the stamina is enough. That's not a ton of agility. Because he's kind of a mix-it-up guy, he does have obligations to health, which keeps those raw stats down. And our current guy is in the same ballpark. He's got a little bit extra movement. His stamina's really high. There's a chance. I don't know. I was gonna say there's a chance we want to reset that, but maybe it doesn't make too much of a difference. I mean, his health is a tiny bit off. That's pretty much fixable as he levels, so no, I'm not gonna worry about it. Now, another thing is he is a Frostblade with Ring of Frost design. So as a chaser, it is nice to be able to, you know, freeze the thing that your attention is on. And I vaguely remember once upon a time we did either have Frost Blades available or we had Frost Blades on. Yes. We had Frost Blades on the Invisible Guy. This guy's got a knockdown. I was mostly just putting it on him temporarily because at the time we only had one Warg. Now we have two. It makes some sense to give them both a Freeze You item. And give you a hat. Give you both a sword, which is pure agility. Excellent. Give you... Okay, that's nonsensical for the moment. Ah, you guys have a spare spear. No, this is better. I remember this item. This is better. You know, I'm just getting rid of that. In case we get a new agility guy, just leave that hanging. I think these are... These guys literally don't need intelligence. I think it's time to get rid of that stuff. Alright, and we do have one pair of boots. Can we get you some boots, sir? There you go. Let's look at the boot style. This is high health. Both have agility. This is high stamina. High health is definitely a melee thing. So we're gonna give you the high health. This is high stamina. What do you... I think this is what you're wearing. That's not what you're wearing. Let's give you that. And let's give you the high health one. Okay. And gems can be used since you guys do want the agility. I don't think there are any gems available. More boots. No, we don't want that thing. There's always this. I mean, it's a necklace. Seems a little weird to be putting on them, but it is pretty close to 50-50 intellect and agility. I mean, sure, why not? Not much of a reason not to. It's consumable. It's probably the kind of hat. I mean, it's sure it's something to put on them if you literally have nothing on them. I think that is going to happen. We are several items short, so hold on. Let's give you the, yeah, I think it's time to get rid of that. Alright, let's give you the necklace. Let's give you the gem, no particular reason. And you are both still missing something. I think it's time to get rid of that. Does anyone want a random hat? Anyone just have a missing spot? I might just give you a random hat. Oh, you also need a random hat. Ah. Fine, take a random hat. Alright. We have, yeah, this is decent. I know it doesn't come with agility, but I don't actually think hats come with agility, so hat for each of you. And finally, you're still missing something. What you're missing is a second Ring of Frost to kind of synergize with your Frost Blades, but I don't know that we're gonna get so lucky as to find something like that. Intelligence ring, we'll deal with that in a second. That's a consumable. We already have this shield. Chest armor is meh. You both have boots, I believe. You do. Gains intelligence but loses health. We'll deal with that in a moment. Fine. Have some more health. So yeah, so basically we want to make sure we had some base health in case the items that we gave him kind of came out weird. You know, you don't want to accidentally switch something out. Next thing you know, he's got 2,000 health and just getting one-shotted left and right by AoE. Okay. So those two are good. This is definitely a spare item that we can't do much about. I believe I want that. Go ahead and upgrade because it's cheap to upgrade. And who do I feel confident can kind of heal themselves against the ever growing damage? You're a heal over time character. I think you would be most appropriate. We'll just, we had a gem to give one of you guys. Yeah, you need a gem. There we go. We may not need that shield anymore. That's purely a tank item, to be honest. That's the kind of thing you throw on someone if they literally have nothing else. Well, look at that. Okay, whoops. Almost done here. Oh, yes. Very much. Who do we give it to now? You have one. I think I'm gonna give it to you. The burdens of your healing job are a little higher since you're in the mix. So this is 20 int. I'm sure you guys all have things. You have a 20. You don't have a ring at all. Right? This is a gem. It's a necklace. It's a robe. This is a ring. Alright. Excellent. I think that's it. We already have 4 of those. Another pair of silver boots. Your boots are health and agility. Not a particularly useful set for you. Stamina agility is better. Pretty sure you already had the boots, and this again is the kind of thing that only helps agility, guys. Boots, 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 boots. I think that's it. We're kind of taking care of everywhere else. We don't like the sword. We already have 4 of these helmets. I'm sure we have 4 of these helmets. Yeah, we do. Okay, here we go. Let's take a quick gander at... this kind of beat us up last time, but I think maybe we're in a better position to deal with it this time around.
A gathering of stone golems broke into the Mana Tower, smashing everyone in their sight. Can you gladiators dispense of them for me?
We will give it our best shot. And we're coming out of this with some... Wow, those are very large gloves. On our way. Alright, so we do remember they kind of dusted us before it. These guys have a little bit of an AoE smash, so they do pretty good damage with a knockdown. We're not going to want too many vulnerable melee guys next to them. But the real kind of pain in the butt is these guys with their boulder throw that essentially has the same knockdown effect with an area attached to it, which is oh so annoying. So that means we are going to need a Guardian Veil guy. I think we're going to use our super high level pincushion. Yeah. And we do need a true tank. How about... I'm going to put the slightly higher level guy in here. He's got a bigger taunt range. And the truth is, Drummer Boy over here has the jump in and taunt. Tough call. He's got so much more health, though. Tough call. Alright, we are going to go heavily offensive this side of things. Don't put any two guys near each other to get thrown a rock at. 10,000, 4,000. Okay, okay, got it. That tells us who to target. Let's set you a little bit forward so you're not gonna get targeted by any rock that gets thrown at him. And finally, we do need... You can be knocked down, I believe. Yes, you can. We do need, I'm pretty sure we are going to need a healer. Maybe the pincushion needs to go somewhere else. We're setting these guys largely as far apart as we practically can. So let's have something weird. Let's have our pincushion come across from the extreme side. And can our new super warg maybe do something? $1,200 damage per attack. I think this is not appropriate for a man assassin because they simply do too much damage. You know what? We're gonna give you a try, my friend. We're gonna give you a try. Oh wait, no, these guys were resistant to something. Oh no, all attacks. Great. Are you also all attacks? Oh my goodness. So here's the thing, that you actually have to divide that by 0.4 to calculate their actual health. So this is, he has an effective 8,000. He's going to have an effective 11,000. That means the mana assassin actually does make some sense. Alright, is there any particularly dangerous one? 4 traits. Nothing. Alright, so this guy on the bottom has 4 traits, so that means you are the true target. We're gonna be very conservative, take a super hard angle, because I absolutely want him dead. And I don't want you getting hit in the face with a rock. That's 7 on 7. Set our DPSers to similarly de-emphasize the tanky boys. And here we go. So this guy is going to make a big difference. I need you to survive the rock throw. One shot. You might not even kill in one shot just because of... Yeah, we barely made it. He had like 3,600. We barely made that kill on that one hit. So Guardian Bale's not going to last too much longer. Hopefully just enough for him to do what he needs. We got a couple guys slapped down, but that's okay as long as we can finish off. Honestly, the Mana Assassin at this point is a big chunk of our damage. We've got, oh, yeah, he went down. I'm not surprised, but we've got three ranged guys doing their damage, backing up slowly. All the rock throwers are down. This is just a matter of time at this point. Oof. Violent. I kind of figured the Man Assassin was not gonna make it out of there alive. That's not a surprise. Holy cow, these guys did some hurt. A+ enemies. Very tough. If you see these golems, please give them the proper respect. 30,000. Another 14. Pincushion. Pincushion survived it. He didn't even need any healing. I mean, he got a ton of healing, but he didn't need it. Very cool.
Thank you, guild owner.
Sure. Piece of cake. Effortless. Ooh. Agility cloak? Does that make sense for some of you? You know what? I kind of want that. Now, the gloves, I feel like 1600, 800, 30 strength, 36. So the gloves are just kind of bigger. I feel like this makes sense for you. I really do. And since you're never in the front, I don't think that's an appropriate item for you. So we're gonna give you this. And agility, stamina. Kind of want it on you guys, but what are you wearing? Oh, good God. Alright, that absolutely makes more sense. We'll just leave it at that. Okay, chest piece. I doubt anyone needs this. I was wrong. Give that to you. And you can now wear a helmet. There we go. And finally, Book of Fire, Book of Fire, Book of Fire. Someone who is gonna be in the mix and, I don't know, live a long time? Oh. Why are you missing? You don't have chest armor? What's going on here? Who did I just give that chest armor to? You three have... How do you not have chest armor? You know what? Oh, you have a Book of Fire. Oh, good God. Here. Go offensive. Whatever. I'll pick up another suit of armor at some point. Okay, we lost the shaman? Wow. Guess he took one too many rocks. I did see him go down. He was basically one-on-oneing one of the golems at the end. Obviously, he's not going to be able to survive that. All right, let's take a look.
I managed to contact the swamp witches. Are you willing to offer them some of your mana crystals as a sign of goodwill? Maybe we could get them to cooperate.
Well, cooperate with what? All right, fine. 19, I got plenty. Sure, go ahead, Slen. I have no idea what that was all about. Okay, so we got our events out of the way. We picked up 2 great new gladiators for the arena. I think we're probably going to have 1 or 2 more events pop up over time, but we'll take a look at that next time and call it here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.